and start the music. Come on. Every time we rap it, do it all the time we rap it all. When we just do it right, we do it. Do I have any emote of Darth Vader force choking someone?
I don't know.
No, but I do have one of Vader.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
It's been an hour. I hope you had lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever the fuck you had. Midnight brunch? I don't fucking know. I don't know. All I know is food. And this Halloween, we're continuing our project because I really have no... The special thing was an hour ago, and we go back to regular schedule. And I'm dead, and I'm somehow completely tired, but completely have all the energy in the world. What kind of freaking weird bullshit is this?
That's called the second wind.
I haven't even taken a nap at all. Like, I know, like, I've had days where I've stayed up all night. You're Gully, I saw you. I just saw in Levent how he tried to correct
him, yeah. And I corrected it back.
Just like Spy will be here in a few minutes. I thought it was passive. So, hello everybody, and we are immediately going to intermission. But not just any intermission, a Tunnel Rhino intermission! because
Tunnel Rhino.
because um um a certain person we all know who was late made a new remix. I'm just gonna show this to you so you can hear probably.
Rhino. Tunnel Rhino. That is pretty banging.
It's a combination of both the SNES and the PS1 versions. Support Spy, support Spy, please support Spy. Give him money, please give him money. We'll give him money, but they said no. So I have to help him give him money. He needs money, so he can play. I forgot. Repeat. And so whenever I get a soundboard, I have two sounds I want to use. Gully.
Tunnel Rhino.
No, it's not Tunnel Rhino. This is from an old funny video, like early internet funny, of Ale from Mega Man ZX, from Shadow Wii 11, going pound. It will only be one. It will only be one. It's just really short. I had to record this myself to get the soundbite. And then, from Him's Days Metal Gear Solid 2, comic dub from, I don't know, here. Shot in the face, you say.
Shot in the face, you say. Shot in the face, you say.
Shot in the face, you say.
Is you a spy?
Welcome. I just promoted you. Buy this guy's music. If he would sell it.
Oh, okay.
Buy Spy's soundtrack whenever he sells it. Support
Very likely
Spy.
I'm gonna sell it, but okay.
No. I just played the Tunnel Rhino theme. Because that's why my background is Tunnel Rhino. I want to support my friend. And he gets supported. Now back to game. Scene. Hoyle. So, how was your hour off? How was your hour break, Spy?
Be good.
What'd you do?
More Among Us.
More Among Us? He's just like, are you addicted?
Oh, no, I just hadn't played in a while. This seems like a good day for it.
Yeah, that is a good point. I haven't got a chance to play much either. You know what I did with my entire day today besides play Among Us? I played Henry Stickmin.
I saw.
All fucking day. I beat the whole game. Every fail, I just need to do all the extra shit. Which I gotta look up guides for, because I'm not... I have to get all the bios, okay, I have to get all the bios, I have to get all the food. I have to get my... No, I better not turn it on. Okay. We're back to Dishonored. We're at the final, final story DLC. If we have time left over in the last episode, we'll do a couple of the Fennel City trials, mainly the sneaking ones. Oh wait, there's spoilers, This is spoilers.
Being on a long loading screen,
It's been so long since I played this game.
everything wet, you can't get out of it.
And again, we're playing on Master Assassin, because apparently I'm a masochist. And my computer is...
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway.
Oh, that wasn't.
And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge.
Is Dishonored
The
on
overseers
screen, by
have
the way?
stormed my hideout in
Yes,
the
it is.
district.
Alright.
And I'm in a strange
I
duel
feel like we would have told you if it
with a
wasn't.
mad witch named Delilah.
I mean, maybe you would.
Maybe not, maybe.
I'd say I was being punished, but I know
Not
that
be
the
too
world
hasty here.
doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
And now...
The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
And now here's a premonition of the future. Possible future.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
Nope. Nope.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
You can technically win that. I've been playing too much System Shock. I've been thinking, right. So, we're back at Dowd's place.
Time for a lot more resets.
A note from Billy. I'm gonna let you guys read this real quick. I'm gonna get me my meds and fruit snacks.
No need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear, maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over.
Yeah.
Long days in the sun. But I know you doubt. Despite all the blood in your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does it holding on to something. You've got some plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible, and I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close so you get that chance too. I left the book for you. The world is big, bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Billy.
I feel like if the main game's about recovering your honor, the DLC is about forgiveness of yourself. Forgiveness of your enemies. Although that seems to be a common theme among Dishonored in general. And now, it's been 2 weeks in the waiting. We have the most powerful. We have everything we need. This is why I should not have candy in my room. I eat it too much.
I'm
found
actually kind
Mrs.
of the same
Stride.
way.
Getting her to lend us her boat
I have
will be a
candy
bit
in reach.
complicated,
I'm
however.
gonna eat it.
She's in Coldridge.
Yeah.
From what I hear, they've got enough on
I
her to
have
hold
food
her
in
for
reach,
about
I'm gonna
1,000
eat.
years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait? At your pleasure. After Corvo's escape, it's going to be more difficult to break into Coldridge. They've installed arc pylons, and they're blaring Overseer music over the loudspeakers. Our talents will be suppressed until we get inside.
I have other talents.
So, yeah, the first part is trying to figure out a way to get into Coldridge Prison. And look at that ugly bastard. As I'm not good, I want to put a knife into your neck.
Begging your pardon, Dowd, but I don't think it's safe to leave these overseers holed up in the refinery.
It's a new game now. They know where to find us. We just have to make them afraid to.
They're not afraid to die for their 7 strictures.
Them? No. But the men who give the orders are a different breed.
All the same, I'd better give them a hand, just in case the prisoners try anything. They've got Arnold Timshin there. Same wing as Lizzie Stride.
The barrister. He'll bring some class to the neighborhood.
Last thing. There's an execution planned in the courtyard. Should draw a lot of eyes away from you.
They know how to make a man feel welcome.
We're just going to replace Billy with generic assassin number 15.
Actually, his name is Thomas.
Nameless assassin 15.
Thomas! The tank engine!
Alright,
They say
he'll
you
be
let Rothwell
Nameless
live.
Thomas number 15.
Is Dowd
We'll
getting
How do you
split-
find it?
Rothwell's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more
I
time
think-
thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
Like, nope! Nope, the fuck out of there.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Dowd.
Dowd should have caught it. And now witches? He's not the man he was.
Quiet. You're going to get us killed.
Dowd. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers in the flooded district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower. And came out untouched.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Corvo's out there, Dowd. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew through first.
What are you going to do when Corvo arrives?
He won't make it past the Weepers and the river crusts. The city's changed since he was the royal protector.
If Corvo,
Enough about Corvo. You should be preparing for Brigmore.
as you wish. Is it time to go, sir?
That was technically a mission.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players, gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
Well, I'm going in a new thing, but guess what we get to wear?
Front door at least. Looks like I'm check in with those guards by the gate.
I just see you buy an item named Requisition Order. So I'm guessing fun. Bleed! And our own mask.
Overseer. Don't look at me. I don't know anything about what happened. About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the water lock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand? Don't go exploring. Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
Oh, you're pretending to be an overseer, aren't
Yeah.
you?
You know it.
Yep. Because I can't use my powers.
Guard, open the gate. No, stupid God.
Just go to the interrogation room. See for yourself.
This mask won't fool an art pylon.
We're sending 3 men to the firing squad, and no one knows what actually happened.
Didn't they do it?
How old did you say your sister was? Chose a bad day to sleep in. Morris lost his nerve at the sewer gates. Neither of them knew anything. They died to satisfy the Lord Regent's office.
And Officer Thorpe.
Thorpe slipped at the gate.
I better make a pass over here.
They got they paid him on.
Right through there. Can't miss it. None of the guards that went in to question her came out.
I'll be careful. No, stupid.
Is that it?
What happened here?
All of B section is in quarantine.
They just kept getting sick, so we moved them out. Must be the rats.
This is a burnt witch. And she is radiating dark energy.
She also looks crispy.
Well, she was burnt.
God. I just heard myself in the thing and it made me want to punch myself.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? All right, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? All right. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right. The smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
So I have to remember the number. Walk all the way back here. Just to unlock it. They paid off the guard.
It makes sense to the Lord Regent's office.
They should just pay the guards more. You're such a charm.
Nice.
No, stupid goddamn. This disguise won't help me if I'm caught in a restricted wing.
Nobody's making rounds over here?
Why did I wake up on the roof? I'm afraid of heights.
This controls all the cell.
Basically, this is the gimmick of this level. I'm trying to figure out where Lizzie is. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be Batman. Batman.
But I can do it once the cell doors open.
You? How?
In the first rush, I take 2, 3, before they get their swords out. Pick up pistols. I'm a good shot.
How good?
I'm better than most of the people here. It's a fact. I can take the rest one-on-one. It'll be bloody, but it's doable.
You're not thinking. The fight.
So I'm gonna save right here.
The Sokolov radial interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by...
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
You failed to appear for service on the day of Corvo Atano's disappearance from custody. For gross dereliction of duty. Of treasonous conspiracy. I hereby sentence you to death.
What was that?
Someone get over here! Ha!
I need help!
Not him. What?
Did someone die?
Yes.
Did they fall through a thing? Oh, maybe you didn't kill them. Maybe they got shot.
I don't know, but I'm not accepting. Four, 5.
The Sokolov radial interdiction device, or ARC pylon.
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
You failed to appear for service on the day of Corvo Atano's disappearance from custody. For gross dereliction of duty and the reasonable suspicion of treasonous conspiracy, I hereby sentence you to death.
Help me, damn it! Help me out!
Why did you save me?
I'm looking for Elizabeth Stride, a prisoner. A gang leader out of Draper's Ward.
Heard her come in. Section D, cell D24. She fought like a wildcat. You can check the logbook in the guard station between section C and D. That's all I can do for you. It's little enough, I know. If you know Lizzie Stride, then you know to be careful around her. I'll just wait for the shift change and make a break. You're the first man I've ever seen break into Coldridge. I won't ask your reasons. Since Corvo left, all the cells are controlled from one place.
That's the guy who got Corvo out of his cell, by the way.
Makes sense that he'd be in here then.
Being executed? Yeah.
I mean, he's a good person to blame.
He technically did save me in another life. So that's why I decided to save him. Kind of pay the favor back through another character side. And because, I don't know. I'm not here.
Either way, you'd have to be lucky. And a complete madman.
You can't see me around corners. Damn, he's right, that's the rules.
Head directly across the yard and through the door. It's in the interrogation room. And don't forget, the rest of the prisoners are.
Right. You're free to go. This is the Abbey's problem now.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm not sticking around. And don't leave any, what do you call it, black magic lying around. I don't want to be cursed or anything. Hey, don't you owe me a drink? Blow off.
Blow up, Chopper. You're
God,
such
someone
a
just want to punch in the face.
They all have a punchable face. And, which, subplot D24.
Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
So this might actually be going faster than I thought. I say, I Batman someone.
All cells in section are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from section will be observed for signs of infection. Why is no one making rounds over here?
Snapping on the job, eh? Looks like you're fired. And in this world, fired means death. Actually, I wouldn't doubt it. Considering everyone in this world kind of a jackass.
I mean, it's probably not the best to put them into a cell because they can be seen, but on the same notion, you're not actually to worry about that.
Yeah.
Lizzie's tried. She's in rough shape. I'll have to carry her out.
Now, sneaking in's the easy part. Sneaking out.
Sneaking out's usually the hard part. Congratulations, Agent 47. You've killed them. Now get to the extraction point.
Until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption. A reminder.
Oh god, I said 27. 47.
Rise to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises.
None of my powers work in the anti-magic zone. Like clockwork. Amanda knocking out
Not
both
dead.
guards.
See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Yes, Thomas.
Let's go.
Draper's Ward. The Dead Eels. With Lizzie Pietri, you have captain of the...
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And her riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
I need that boat. Because there's no way you can just walk there. I mean, that would be crazy.
Actually, there isn't.
He has the ability to jump rather large distances with his mind.
He's not that... He's not all powerful. It has limits.
The Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
I mean...
And now for gang
We
fun.
got here first.
Bring out the geezer.
We've been here 8 years. We ain't leaving.
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels.
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Come on and fight. Or are you too busy making dresses?
There's a texture meal, but we can't get to that until we get to the first pack.
Not until we do select things that opens it up, I guess.
Exactly.
Come and get me. Or won't your mommy let you?
You guys take Trimble now, is that it? A nurse? You gonna teat on him?
Had her. Now. Forever.
I'll cut you up like a slaughterhouse whale. You hear me?
Are you missing something, little eels?
Someone see you?
I got a little something for
Almost.
you. Might burn.
Near bust.
Ooh, you hit that ground hard.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Dowd, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
Tell me what strikes your fancy.
Bone jar.
You owe me a proper fight.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
We're losing business. I understand.
Coming up, getting down with the sickness.
Gotta get down with the sickness.
All the others down with the sickness.
Redfield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Could still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that?
Edgar Wakefield is on board the Undine. He's put all of the eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Also, notice that figure right there.
Chopper.
That
Which
is,
figure right where?
That's a good question.
I'll be focusing, like,
Oh, you mean the guy in the other building?
that
There's the
person who
boat.
just teleported.
Wakefield's keeping himself below decks. Whatever I do to him, it will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
Luxury. Sitting next to the river. Or canal. Just waiting to be taken.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched?
You guys know startlingly a lot about these ships.
Funny you asked that. I had this feeling of eyes on me. I looked up at the corner of that building over there.
Dowd, this is the second time now. I see something, or someone, out of the corner of my eye. But when I turn, they're gone. Someone is watching us.
One of the I would say Blackmore, but no, that is Brigmore, witches. So that person who teleported like a while back ago was Brigmore witch.
Makes sense that the Brigmore Witches would be around in the Brigmore Witches expansion.
Yep.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I
What are
remember.
they doing over at Coldridge? Can't keep their damn prisoners locked up?
Dies. Time to signal Lizzie.
Sorry, I'm a little quiet. I'm just trying to run through this and update some sheets that I have not updated in a very long time.
That's fair.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield sent me to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled
It's a
with
problem when you
love.
keep forgetting to do it.
But
I apologize. I just realized I was coughing
following
into my
people
microphone.
each owe me a finger.
I'm genius today.
Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle. Shit. 2 from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
Yeah, I just trying to get everything done and
That piece of garbage,
get this
Edgar.
shit
I'm still
out of the
working with his
way and
incompetence.
just at the right
You
same
let the
time.
Hatters cripple the Undine.
Yeah.
Ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undine's. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Header gang, right?
Oh no, another fetch quest.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
What
Gazer's
are
about
the
100
odds,
years old
guys?
By now, he's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
now the dead eels are at least neutral to us.
Just because he can do strange things doesn't mean there's an invisible man watching us. I'll ask him how he does it.
This is actually the only map where you can get a 90% of all the
So you know the
NPCs
Rothwell place got shut down.
to be neutral to you.
What's that?
The same day that Rothwell vanished, a ship left the slaughterhouse bound for Samara. I'll bet he was on it. Stand where you are, Hatter.
What are you waiting for? I can't stop you. Do it, lady.
You do it. You're always bragging about your kills.
Nothing to brag about here. Let him loose.
He's making me sick. Get out of here, Hatter. Run!
They let them go? That's very bad for business, you know.
Eh. Soon there will be peace between them. Because I, Dowd, whatever my last name is.
Dowd.
That's
my headcanon.
Definitely somebody about. Watch out.
Oh. And they got alerted by their own body that they made.
Someone wants to get kicked in the gob.
Doesn't sound like they've noticed you, just they're there.
No, they noticed the body.
Someone wants to get hurt.
What? If you see me, give a shout.
And the Hatters are basically just re-skinned, well, actually we've already seen them, but they're basically re-skinned,
quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be.
Slackjaw.
Yeah, they tend to reuse those smaller animations for that stuff, just because it's easier than having to worry about, oh hey, I've got to do these 5 things. Well, I can just use this model I've already got. It's already rigged. It's already 3/4 done. Just gotta alter the model.
Cut out when the dead eels come across the canal? No thanks. Every man for himself.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
Yeah, so basically, don't, kill the...
Who just went through here?
The Empress did. She had Corvo Atomic.
Wow,
Weren't wearing no
that's
clothes.
quite a thing.
Keep your hat on. I was just asking.
Just because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are idiots.
Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius.
Half the city's dead. We won't make it 3 more months.
So they're making plague shrouds. They're making things to honor the dead and protect the living. And we're just gonna go take it from them.
By all the others down with the sickness.
Well, we're gonna try to make a deal with them. Make it so everyone's happy. And this is the guy that we saved from the first level of the first
Didn't think
deals.
I'd ever see you again. After you helped us escape the slaughterhouse, I got a job here running the looms. They got us working around the clock, making shrouds for all of the plague victims. Kinda makes me sick. But they have to come from somewhere, I guess.
How do I get into the engine room?
I just happen to
It's
be
down in the
working
basement.
here where you need to be.
can't get
What
in
a
without the
coincidence.
And where would I find that?
I guess I could also get some assassin, which is basically just summoning assassin. In the sequel games, it becomes basically it's literally just clone.
You obviously, in the pacifist run, you do not want to use that ability. It'd be really sucky if one of your guys just went, "Hey, boss, I just killed all these noobs for you. Also, the game just saved." Ooh.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness. Dowd. Did...
I'm probably gonna finish this DLC by the... Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably finish it very soon, yeah. I mean, you have a big boss fight left, don't you? So it may be a second stream.
Yeah, big boss fight. Big boss fight. Just put him in. I just Super Mario. I just freaking Luigi's Mansion. I just do what
You suck her up into a vacuum?
No, I do what King Boo did to Mario. I put her into a painting.
Someone's about
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
It's not spoilers for me. Spoilers for maybe for Spy, but I don't know if he noticed.
Oh, fuck off with the fucking getting caught.
What? Spoilers?
Oh, good. He wasn't listening.
I know you're here.
You know.
He literally just explained how the game ends.
My name's Dowd. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Dowd, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance, and it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Dowd.
I don't like him.
Behave themselves, as long as you keep your end of the bargain.
By the way, do you know his story?
This guy never got back.
No.
Still down.
So you remember the shopkeeper from the first game, Petra visit?
Yeah.
The two of them went to the academy together, and they hated each other. So one day, they started making comments about each other's mothers, and so they took it outside the academy. So what happens is the two of them get pistols at dawn, and they start shooting each other, and they keep missing every single shot. So they flipped a coin, and Petrov won, so that guy had to leave.
Can I be frank? These pistols can't hit the broad end of a.
I know they can't hit the broadside of a barn, but it's just there. Oof.
I remember hearing about that actually. That.
That's what this game is good at. It's good at making these things you probably won't ever know and definitely don't matter to anything. But
it's a world of. It's a well-made world.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
Can I be, like, it's a better made world than, it adds more plot than, add more world details than Skyrim does.
I have to agree with that, but Skyrim also was really poor on some of the world details.
Supposed to be scary.
Yes. I'm supposed to be scary. I could slit your ricker, as the kids say nowadays. Is that what they call it? Is that what they're calling it nowadays? So basically, we're basically doing a win-win situation. They get their power.
As long as you do not fire guns at them. Oh boy, would that be a mistake.
I don't have a gun. No, I technically I do.
The fight against them is annoying.
I hate the river crust. Ah! These things do more damage than anything in the game. Luckily, these are one of the few things I can actually kill. Because they're not sentient. And I get my ammo back. I get my ammo back. I get my ammo back. Ribs. I got my ammo back, ammo back, ammo back.
I want my ammo back, ammo back, ammo back, ammo back. Ribs.
Oh. Chili. Ammo back, ribs.
Ribs. Barbecue sauce.
Thank you. Someone gets the reference.
Oh god, I do that all the time. Sometimes I just launch into it for no reason.
The baby back ribs.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. It's just funny. Like, like.
Big meat back ribs, barbecue sauce.
That fool. What if Dowd comes this way? He won't fall for a pretty face and a few tears.
Dang it, don't make me hungry.
Then so much for our little sister.
I thought you wouldn't like ribs because they're beef. These are
Wait, what?
These are they're beef.
Aren't barbecue ribs pig?
I don't know.
I don't eat them, so I don't know. But I think it's pig.
I think they can be eaten. I'm not sure.
They taste good.
These are the Brigmore witches.
Now I'm hungry.
Very intimidating.
They look like they're having plants growing out of their tits.
Well,
Mostly because they literally have plants growing out of their tits.
That's because they have plants growing out of their tits.
Very observant of us, isn't it?
Yes.
I bet no one else has ever noticed that crucial plot detail before.
It's very crucial. It's the most crucial that no one has ever noticed. No one except the millions of people who have played. Millions? Have millions played this game?
Yes, millions would be good.
Okay. I didn't want to go too high though. This is a very decisive game.
What do you mean by decisive?
Divisive. Divisive. Sorry. And this is also Brigmore Witch.
Call it divisive.
There's some people who don't like this game. Think it's
That's weird. Because I don't really saw any problems with the game. I don't know why anyone would really dislike it.
The gangs are at each other's throats. Dowd is mired here.
Hi, Delilah.
Lurk told me you wouldn't give up. Even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets. I know what you're doing, Dad. I know what that mark on your hand is. Just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. Four of us.
Hi, Delilah.
History will only remember one. Delilah.
If they remember any of us.
Oh my god, I think Delilah looked at me!
What the heck?
Valley Girl impression. My impressions are bad. You've noticed this.
We've known this for a while. Is this a G? Now if you went this way, this is where the two witches were. See? Sneezing? That was an ambush. For them. Wait. I know you're there. No. No you don't. This is an
Call an ambulance, but not for me!
I would say watch DBZ Bridge. It's so good. It has so many good moments. And here's the thing. I think that this DLC's more well made than Knife of Dunwall.
You mean the other one related to Dowd? Or is Knife of Dunwall the second game? I have no memory for this stuff.
No, Knife of Dunwall is the second. Is the first one where you're playing Dowd. Like the one.
Yeah. The first half of this DLC where he's all mopey about having killed the queen.
Yeah.
And then he gets over himself real fucking quick.
No, he's still not over it. He just acts over it. Although he could get over it.
Getting over it with Dowd.
Oh no.
Just Dowd, just in a fucking pot. He's using a knife to move himself around, and when you get to the end of the game, he just kills the queen, the empress. Be fun for the whole family.
What's in this area?
Oh god, I finally think I finished this fucking list. Gotcha games, not even once.
Gotcha games are ridiculous.
Well, the worst part for me is that it's a Final Fantasy one, so there's just so much stuff to keep track of.
Is that Record Keeper?
No, Record Keeper's way worse. Brave Exvius.
I only know Record Keeper gets another.
Do you know Brave Frontier?
No.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's kind of like somewhere between Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII graphically. It's like 32-bit pixel art graphics, so it's really high quality stuff. And it's 6-party fights. It's really good.
6-party fights. Those are the best fights. And now we get the thing that we've been coming for. Whatever, let's take a little.
cheetahs meow? Really?
Yeah. It's a really interesting fact.
Oh my god, they meow like cats. Exactly like small cats. Like, it sounds exactly.
It's done. But I don't think you'll see her men again.
Caesar says a deal's a deal. The code is 387.
.387. That's the code.
Why would they have only one thing in the sand? Never mind. I shouldn't question these games. It's bad for my sand score.
This gets me closer to Delilah's throat. So be it.
That's the spirit, dude. I was about to go
What are you
that way.
looking at?
Your ugly face. It's so fucking ugly. Now the only thing you really have to avoid now is a thing, and if you did not knock out all the witches in this level, specifically the witch that reported to Delilah.
But you already saw Delilah.
Yeah, if you didn't knock them out.
Wonder how long that'll last.
When getting the coil, you'd have to deal with an ambush from the witches. Again. How do you like witches?
If you kill them, would it be the same?
If you basically left them, if you didn't
We'll
deal
put
with
in
them in
warehouses
general.
all along this street. When the Hatters are gone, we could be rich in 5 years.
If the plague lives, and the city watch doesn't throw us all into the river.
They've got bigger things to worry about. You've heard about this mass killer?
Hello, ma'am.
It feels weird, not fighting them.
More time for business. We need to start moving.
I guess I should get stuck in a sunken crate. Unfortunately, there are... those fucks. Well, he was executed. Not by me. Not my business.
You are an endless source of adventure, Dad.
By the way, the other thing I should mention too, since you're past it, that nurse guy is the actual one running that gang. The old guy doesn't do a damn thing. He just sits there and mumbles. Great, just stand in front of me as I install heavy electrical voltage stuff, lady.
Oh, we gotta talk to Lizzie.
Is it though? Is it?
Please, the honor's down. Fire up the engine from the bridge. Get us on the way.
Dennis Wakefield alive when I found him.
Sure,
That
but you
sounds
left
so
him on
dumb.
my ship.
Mike.
Turns out the Undine's not a safe place to take a nap. All kinds of dangerous things lying about. Gaff hooks, sharp knives, rusty chains.
Got it.
I want the pit pocket video. They saw me and they don't even do anything about it.
Well, they care a lot less and you just save them a bunch of money.
It's Brigmore Manor. And we don't have to
You convince them to switch to Geico for all their car insurance. They save 15%. And then you convince them to swap to literally anyone else where they'll save 20%.
The Brigmores were an ancient family, bankrupted a generation ago. Since then, the manor has housed 2 street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore witches. I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something. A ritual. But what kind? The outsider knows. I cannot abide a mystery.
There are 2 things that are kind of constant with the outsider. First off, he really does not like Delilah.
And the second, he likes smoking that dank. I mean, he knows everything.
Well, besides he knowing everything. Home Defense, David Butler.
He's about as omniscient as a character in this series can be.
Yeah, but
I also think he's only a demigod too.
Yeah, he's human born, buddy.
A demigod is, it depends on the mythology.
I scouted, sir.
Egyptians didn't have demigods. They had people that were born from gods, and they were gods themselves. The Greek had demigods, like Hercules, who could die, but then they just became a part. Whatever.
Oh, I just got cut. By the way, these are are hellhounds. Delilah's hellhounds.
Pet the hellhounds for me? Oh, the poor thing will look hungry.
The poor thing's a fucking piece of shit. I try not to hurt the dogs, although I will shoot them in the face on this game. Oh. Well.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Brigmore is on the edge of the city.
Brigmore's on the edge of the city because that's where we store all of our creepy abandoned mansions. You know, we should probably stop building normal mansions on the edge of town and start putting them in more. That way people will stop abandoning them and leaving them to rot, turn into creepy mansions where evil people move in. It's a real problem here on Long Island.
Oh.
Only, you know, the evil people are rich people. I guess that kind of goes without saying. Oh boy, you need some help.
That's gonna be a common thing. Oh, you know what's also gonna be common? Killing these hellhounds or undead dogs, whatever. Speaking of which, get it with the fucking pun. Break that.
Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull to be sure.
And I call them hellhounds, but they're technically just, like...
Good puppers. Good hacking puppers.
Not good. like, I'll say every dog's good except for these ones. These ones are literally evil.
I hope everything is in order, sir.
Of course. You never disappoint, right? Second times.
Gravehounds, that's their name.
Gravehounds. I know they had a weird name. Oh, and there's a witch.
Remember, a witch is a bitch with just a few extra steps.
The witches are like, yeah. The witches are fucking creepy in this game.
By the way, killing gravehounds and destroying their skulls does not count as a kill and does not lock the clean hands or cleanest hands achievement.
That's because they're an animal.
That's because they're already dead.
No, you can kill regular hounds and not.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Why do you think I've been killing dogs? You think I enjoy killing dogs? No.
Nope.
Fortunately, sometimes. Even though these dogs are kind of like, okay, they're ugly cute, but they're still like horribly mangled. Oh, fuck off! What the fuck caught me? Besides,
probably all things. Also, oof.
Yes, that is a move. Take me down to Oof City.
Where the oof are oof.
And the oofs are pretty.
Oof. This joke.
Oh, I got it.
There's a hole in the fence.
Is it on the Canadian border? Because I would really love to go through it about now.
Unfortunately, no, it's on the Mexican border. But I'm going I hate these stupid. I'm gonna say this. River Crush are the worst thing in these fucking games. They do so much fucking damage. They're not the most creepiest thing in this game. That. And all the games. Plural. There's a place in France where the there's a hole. Two hits from these. I'm rushing. I'm rushing. Calm down, Shadow. Oh, whatever.
This is very, very, very unfortunate.
And do you want to, like, I know this is supposed to be a fog, but there's another reason this is like this.
Because the developers were in a rush, they didn't pay their lighting bill and they had to reduce the render distance?
No, actually. If you remember at the beginning of the stream, I accidentally showed you the ending part.
I know.
I feel like a total dummy. What the heck? Gosh dang it. Getting stumped by a math problem.
I'm guessing Persona 5.
Yeah. This should be easy.
I don't know why I want this, but I want this.
Oh, okay.
Has she mentioned me? Please, I'm sick of hearing about it.
And this is not kind of a turncoat.
This still doesn't make sense. No,
Don't think I'm on your side, because I'm not. If you raise a hand to any of my sisters but Delilah, you'll answer to me.
Understood. What have you got?
When her ritual's done, Emily Caldwin's mind will be gone, and Delilah
Oh,
will
she
look
wants
out
to
through her
cause a
eyes
rebellion.
the rest of her life.
And Delilah will rule as Empress.
That's up to you. I've got my money. That's all I need.
Wait. What about a way in?
Use the crypt. There's a lever that opens one of the tombs. The lever is kept in the shed. That's all I can tell you.
Basically, she's just a little bit more greedy than the rest of them. She likes her money.
I mean, she is pretty greedy. She's trying to play both sides.
Well, she wins either way.
Alright, who wants to help me with the math problem?
Ooh, I think I'm the only one who has the option to.
I would, but I'm not very good at... Well, I'm good at math, but I'm not...
I don't know how I'm gonna send this to you. I literally had to take a picture of this.
Put it in the normal place. Just put it in the... Or do you not want to... Not want to show it to people other than me?
Yeah, I'll just put it.
It's a spoiler.
Yeah, the ending of Dishonored 1's DLC, the Brigmore Witches, includes this one scene where this one character does this one thing.
Alright, the problem is posted. For some reason, this is tripping me up because no matter what I try, I get an angle that's not in the set.
Oh! If angle C is 28 degrees and angle A and D are 88 degrees, what is the angle of B and E? Okay, so if A is 88 and D is 88, then triangle ADBC is 88 times 2. Wait a second. There's a problem with that image.
Exactly. Because if you do that, that tiny angle there is 4 degrees.
I think that's a mistranslation. You might just want to look up the answer online. That's how my smooth brained ass got treasured.
It just means that it is not actually correctly drawn.
Oh yeah.
What day is this?
The day is the 13th. July 13th.
Oh, this is royal, right?
Yeah.
It should be similar answers.
No, they completely swapped all the questions around. The answer is 64 degrees.
But why?
Because the angle subtended by A and C
is 64.
And I thought before the district was run down.
I actually don't know. I've actually never done those. The problem is due to the way it's drawn, it's actually incredibly awkward.
Yep. Because if this was actually true, A and B would be a lot wider, and that whole gap from like that angle near B and C would be way skinnier.
I think it's trying to say that the angle of each of them is related to the angle of the pentagram inside the opposing angle. So the angle CA and then the corner between E and D. So C plus A minus that is that other angle. And then you repeat that for all the known quantities, then you do it for the unknown quantities.
Don't worry. She made them pay first.
So I guess like the problem is the way I was doing it originally was you have that angle like near E and D, which is 64. You have the angle on the other side, which is 4. And so you could do 28, 4, and 64, add all those up and subtract that from 360. And you get a gigantic angle.
88 plus 28 minus 180 is 64.
No, I got that. But like that, so like the entire thing makes a quadrilateral, right?
Will we leave this place soon, or stay for another season?
No, you can't use angle A and D together to get the angle of B and E.
Someone should be here.
What I'm saying is that
I'll watch her.
if you look at the triangle just of C to A to the other line coming off of them where they intersect. So it's C 3/4 of the way to E, go up to A, and then go back to C. That angle subtended from AC, that is 64 degrees.
Yes.
And then the BD one's 4, and
No.
and then you...
Former patron. How delicious.
Oh god, I hate problems like this. Because it's just fucking basic geometry.
I mean, yeah.
But it's all dumb shit.
I mean, the quadrilateral thing I was thinking of makes sense in my head, assuming all those lines are straight.
From what I remember, when it says angles A and D are 88 degrees, it doesn't mean angles A and D are both 88 degrees. It means angles A and D added together is 88 degrees. And then when it asks what is the angle of B and E, it's trying to ask what are angles B and E added together.
Okay, so that gives 92, so 360 and 360 please.
So, back to my thing.
Sorry.
Sorry, question worded dumbly.
Yeah. That's an issue with these settings and JRPGs. They're kind of translated bad.
That's a really well done painting. And Spooky Lantern.
Do you know
Did they
who
buy that
that
from
is?
IKEA?
Do you know who that is?
No, what? The character, that's Emily, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think they sell Spooky Lantern in IKEA?
Oh, definitely. Okay, I tried to rush that too much.
Shippers. Oh. I'm not giving any context for that.
Okay.
$64. The opposite of that.
Let's see who's skulking around.
The opposite of that. You flipped D&D. AB, what AD is 2088. Oh, okay. So A plus B. Okay. So 80 is 80. So that's 92, which means the other side is 88. And that's 28. 28 minus 88 equals. I didn't even word that right. So that's 64.
Can you teleport while under this?
Yeah.
Man, that should not have tripped me up.
Seems that
On the bright side, I
Rothwild's
got to
gone
hear the
missing from
entirety of the song.
slaughterhouse.
Fuck. That's literally just me trying to rush this.
Seems that Rothwild's gone missing from his slaughterhouse. Chaos.
Lord Ramsay or one of the others.
I will. You watch Lady Delilah paint tonight?
Yes, of course, my love.
Shit. Damn, they're way too observant in these games sometimes.
There's chaos on the killing.
I'm just rushing it. It's. I should be taking it a little bit slightly slower.
Remember, haste makes waste.
But also haste also gets me through the night faster.
It pains me that I cannot be at Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't it...
Kinda terrible.
And now we go into the void.
Welcome back to the void.
Illumination.
Let me light a.
Got a light.
I need my scratches.
Did Delilah kill the two witches that were just sitting there?
They've served you.
No.
Delilah's talents are quite different.
Excuse me, I
She
didn't do that fire batty enough.
But she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites.
Bullshit.
But I will watch this with unusual attention.
Not everything he says is bullshit. Only about 90% of it.
What you've really got.
Actually, only about 10% of it.
Well, to Dowd.
No, 90% of it's a Dowd. Of its bullshit to Dowd. Ironically, the outsider was basically the god and the devil at the same time.
He's a bit more neutral than that.
Yeah. I did not want that. I want to go here and get a painting of get the painting, her branches for you.
Are all artists narcissists?
At least it doesn't appear that there's any enemies in here, is there?
Oh, all these statues are enemies. That's what makes Delilah boss fight fucking difficult as fuck.
Emily Caldwin,
But also easy.
daughter of Jessamine Caldwin, heir to the Empire of the Isles. I call out to you from the void. I called you with ochre from Morley, carmine beetle shells, zirconian lazurite, viridian
So,
bile.
we're gonna have a really difficult boss
The tones of your flesh I temper
Really,
with
down the stabber, aren't you?
chalk.
What?
You're gonna jump down and stab her, aren't you?
That
And that's gonna be
the
it.
fabric of your dresses made this canvas.
You know,
I
it
made
would be
my
that
brushes
simple.
from the hairs
But
of your own
it's
scalp. Emily,
unfortunately
you
that would
cannot
keep the
ignore
clean
me.
hand. So we're
My power is too deep. My reach too long.
no, we're just gonna do this. We're welcome to prank.
Brush touches.
Pranked!
Brush touches void.
And now she's gonna do the rest herself.
Emily Caldwin, I breathe your breath.
Welcome back to Prank to Impractical Jokers. Today, we're pranking Delilah, the incredibly powerful witch of the, whatever the hell coven this is called.
The Brigmore, which is a Brigmore.
There you go. She's a Brigmore witch. She is the reason why we're here today. We're gonna capture her in this painting, and we're gonna all laugh about it afterwards. Except Delilah. She won't be able to laugh.
Well, she'll be stuck in the void forever.
Until the sequel.
Yes.
Which I would say, even knowing she's in the sequel. Even if I didn't know she was in the sequel.
Well, it's obvious in the sequel. It was in the freaking advertisement. Blood flows.
What happens if you let her finish this thing? The game's end?
No, I swapped the painting.
No, if you don't swap the painting, there's just...
It's a game over.
Game's end? Okay.
I am... What's happening? This is all wrong! What am I becoming? Outsider's blood? Is this
Hi.
a trick? Code!
Bye, Felicia. And now we beat the game. Also, you could just knock her the fuck out and just do the spell yourself.
Can you fuck up and do that, but forget to actually take the painting down and accidentally game over yourself?
I don't think so.
That would be hilarious.
And now...
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death.
That did say,
no one except the outsider.
No deaths.
Who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone.
Here's
somewhere.
the near end of the game.
And sooner or later,
main game.
In ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
I'm a good guy now because people like my character enough. And I have a deep, gravelly voice, and they wanted to use me in the sequel.
I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation. All with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
That's a base. That's literally the most you're not fucking worth it drop ever.
Corvo thinking, man, what a basic bitch.
Begging. Well, the thing is with the whole Dishonored series is kind of like it has the at least the Glow Chaos endings have the kind of the have the theme of forgiveness, or you don't become what the world wants, what the world thinks of you. Especially the DLCs. The DLCs have a thing of, can you forgive yourself for everything that you've done? Of both games. That will become more prevalent in the sequels DLC.
Okay.
Dishonored, by the way, it's really a game that I feel you should probably experience for yourself, Spy, and having these streams is a little anarchic.
There are multiple ways to play this game. Like, even like not even just like kill or not kill. There's like different ways to do those things. Like, mine's just a way that I've found.
Absolute stealth, using and abusing your powers are both very valid options.
Or you can play the game with no powers. Well, the sequel even you can actually refuse your powers. And now we're gonna do last bit of things so we don't have to do an extra.
Cool.
I'm not
also,
doing
I
all
got
the
to the point in this
trials.
game where Yusuke just says that was truly cringeworthy.
What?
So Ryuji is champ.
Yusuke just says that was truly cringeworthy. And it's a line they added for this game.
Ryuji's at least cool. Champ's just champ.
Oof. Oof. Fire.
Damn, he's just gonna sit here and fucking take it out on Champ. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
He's annoying.
Oof.
Just comes right out and says it.
I just don't like the overuse of his jokes. Like, even like you with the Tunnel Rhino joke isn't as bad as like when it's.
I use Tunnel Rhino sparingly.
Yes.
Only on stream, only once or twice when you're not expecting it, off stream, and then I cool down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, hold on, let's go through Garbage Void. Okay, let's go through his, oh, no, that's King. King has a pretty cool meme. Shimigami Tensei meme. Okay. Joke about, okay. Terrible meme.
Monkey. Cringe. Persona cringe. SMT. What was the other thing he posted cringe about?
Anything. He posts any kind of cringe.
The Discord gif of the guy talking to the brick wall.
Yeah. Complaining about mods.
In a channel he no longer visits.
Yeah. Well, he's not allowed to visit. Cringe, monkey. Stupid meme. Okay, that's mostly cringe about attacking emo kids or something. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I just think Champ's memes are just a lot worse than the rest of the memes, because at least Skid and King um, change it up a bit, you know? It's not just.
I don't mean to say much here. I really shouldn't say much here, but Champ doesn't really know when to stop.
Yes. If you're hearing this, Champ, you're annoying. If you're not hearing this, you're still annoying. Anyway,
Hey, if you want, my friends from Fighters Ready are actually streaming Gundam right now.
I might.
Maxi Boost on.
I figured. Unfortunately, I have been kind of laying off Maxi Boost on, especially today. I'm tired. Like,
I mean, so you can rate them.
I'm not rating anyone tonight.
Oh, okay.
I don't usually raid because I don't have the setup for it yet. Maybe when I actually have people besides you two. Like today, I had 4 people watching, and that's only because I had. That was the last stream, and that's only because of Among Us. And I'm frankly overheated now. Oh, that the whole DLC was only 2.5 hours. Well, then again, I kind of just rushed the end. I usually would take it a lot more slower.
Mm.
Okay, actually, I might actually raid them, I guess. What the fuck do we raid them with?
Hey, man, you don't have to raid them if you don't want to.
Never mind. My computer would have a heart attack with all the things that are open right now.
I don't think raids does anything.
Raids really don't do much. I should probably, when I get more people, they're there to help other streamers. I think. Like, fortunately, you guys already know these guys. But anyway, what do you guys think of the project?
You mean Dishonored?
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's a really good game. I really do need to go back and actually finish it proper myself, as I kind of gave up.
Patience, a lot of patience, a lot of potions, time stuff. Memorization.
Yo, dog, I heard you like time stop, so I put time stop in your time stop so you can time stop while you time stop.
Time stop is literally the best power in both games. Actually, next game, next time we do Dishonored, whenever that is, maybe next game or like sometime in the future. We will be doing Dishonored 2, and unfortunately, the thing with the gimmick with Dishonored the 2 is that there are that the main story has two playable characters with different stats unless you do New Game Plus, which I'm not. So I gotta pick one or the other. So I could either pick Corvo again, or we could mix it up and do Emily in each game, quote unquote, because there's there's basic Dishonored, there's Dowd's two DLCs, which roughly make a game. Roughly, would you say that's roughly like with both games that'd be about $30 game? Like both DLCs that'd be roughly worth $30?
No, I don't think these two DLCs are worth it. Although that is from the context of having seen most of the levels in game already, so it was a lot of reused assets. So it was probably made with a skeleton crew. As a full game, I think Dishonored 1 is honestly worth a lot less than we give it credit for.
Well, the thing with Dishonored 1 is that you can go through it multiple times and have a different. You can have a different experience every time. It's about the playground experience, the sandbox. Every level is its own playground. I just go through it the same way every time because it's. But you could go through it like a slaughtering madman, stealthy killy, like kill everyone, but yeah, and every other thing. Uh, 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 the whole collection, like not on sale. Um, the whole Dishonored one. Um, I paid $100 for the sequel because I bought the
DLC with the extra stuff.
I bought the mask.
By the way, for perspective, currently Dishonored 1, the complete edition, is $40. Dishonored 1 by itself is $5. Death of the Outsider is $15, and the Death of the Outsider Deluxe bundle, which is what comes with the other one, is $30. Oh, excuse me. Dishonored Definitive Edition is $10.
Yeah, that it's on sale though.
Oh, that $40 bundle comes with Dishonored too.
Yeah, if you want to get all three games, it's on sale. You can get all three games for $40. I say it's completely worth it in my opinion. Um,
You can also just buy Dishonored 1 for $5, honestly.
yes. Try Dishonored 1 like I bought Spy. Play the game.
I don't force him to play a game.
I'm not gonna force him. Although the sooner he plays a certain other game, cough cough, he knows what game I'm talking about.
I don't.
Uh, Spy, you know what game I'm talking about?
No.
ZX.
No.
I have to play that too. I have so many fucking games I need to play.
Well. I need him to beat it so I can stream it.
Yeah. Hopefully in a month or so.
Yay!
Hopefully in a month or 5.
Then I can tell about our Lady and Savior but Dishonored, you could usually find it at GameStop. For the you can find the whole first game, the with the DLC at GameStop for about $10. On the 360 and the PS3. I don't know about the definitive edition version, but it's worth the $10. You get two-ish games, 1.5.
1.5 is good.
1.5.
I'm wanting the page load now. The Dishonored 1 Definitive Edition is $15 on PlayStation 4. At GameStop used. Which includes a 7-day refund policy, so you can buy it, and if you don't like it, just return it.
Yeah. And if you have, what about Pro membership? Or do they do that anymore?
They no longer get a discount with the Pro memberships. You just get the $5 off a month.
Ew.
Yep. I've used it 3 times, so if I use it one more time, it pays the sub off. It's honestly, for the regular person, it's better. I just wish they would offer like a tier better that also gave the 10% off. Like $25 or $30 to get the 10% off used games. I wouldn't buy it because I don't buy used games anymore. I do need to find a copy of Atelier, but I will never find that at GameStop.
There's not that many games I would buy at GameStop anymore.
Oh, this particular game. Atelier Iris 1 on eBay. Nope, that's Atelier Iris 2. Oh, Atelier Iris 3 is $60. Oh god. Okay, Atelier Iris 3 is $24.50. I see another one for $50. Atelier Iris 2 for $47. $60 for Atelier Iris 3. A sealed copy of 3 for $55. Fuck. I'm never going to get my hands on this game for cheap. Oh, wow, Atelier Iris 1's only $11. I wish I had an eBay account. I have an eclectic taste in RPGs, by the way. If you guys ever get your hands on Atelier Iris, play it. It's really good.
What's this?
The first one, PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2 RPGs are kind of hard to get. Depends on the RPG, actually. But, if it's not Final Fantasy or something that's sold well.
Atelier Iris is one of those weird RPGs where it's kind of moving towards moving from a tactics game over to ATB. But it has this huge alchemy system involved. If you've ever seen a modern game have a combination system, it's basically that.
Ah. I should try it.
I mean, try an emulator out. I'm not gonna say you should do it, but just because you cannot find the disc because it was a short print, it was like 200,000 or 500,000 copies.
Ah, Trespasser only had 10,000 copies.
Yeah, they're very low print games. For perspective, I only see 4 copies on the front page of Google, of eBay, and of a couple more. But some of them are in the mid-30s. That's how rare of a game it is.
Yeah. Hold on. What's a game I would suggest if you like? Frankly, all the games I would suggest are technically bad games because I have a thing.
That's definitely a statement to make.
No, I will not suggest Superman. No.
I'm Superman.
Unless they make an actually good Superman game.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately, you can't make a good Superman game because, like, unless you do like animated universe DCAU Superman, because he's technically not as powerful as other Supermans. But even then, they fucked up with that. I don't know. I'm just gonna say the best Superman game is Injustice, because the fact that everyone's powered up to be Superman's strength. That is the only way they can get Superman to work.
To not be broken.
Yeah.
Superman is incredibly difficult to do correctly.
That's the issue. Like, it took them years to get the perfect Batman game. The Arkham series, like, gives you, like, the near perfect, like, near how you would expect Batman to operate. I should do the Arkham series eventually, but that's sometime down the line.
They're really good games. I just never could bring myself to actually play them.
And I know nothing about them.
It's Batman.
Well, I'm
You
aware
already
of
know
that.
90% of it. No, that's literally 90% of it, and it's going around and searching for things. And imagine if you had a Batman game that played like the new Spider-Man game that came out recently, which
What
is
is the new
based off.
Spider-Man gameplay like?
Did you play the PlayStation? Did you play the PlayStation 2 Spider-Man game?
No.
Okay. It's a rhythm game pretending to be a fighter.
It's to be a beat 'em up, right? You mean
brawler? Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically a stealth beat 'em up brawler. Like, there are stealth sections which are actually kind of easy, but challenging as it goes on.
So the main gist of the game is that you're the titular Batman, and you are stuck in Arkham Asylum after the Joker escapes in the first game, and you have to. He takes over the place, and you have to save as many lives as you can, and eventually defeat the Joker. The gameplay, it flows like a rhythm game. So you'll hit enemies a couple times by pressing the normal attack button, but then you'll get the little boom over your head when an enemy attacks you, and you press a counter button, and Batman fluidly falls into the animation where he counters that character and knocks them down or breaks their arm or whatever. So you do that, and then you go hide on the rafters, and you throw batarangs, or you jump down and land on guys and knock them unconscious. And then you fight the villains in their own set piece moments. It's basically a giant set piece game where you go from set piece to set piece to set piece. But it's actually done really well.
Apparently, Shadow's allergic to that description.
No, I just had a little thing, and I am starting to lose my damn mind. Let's wrap this up.
I already lost my mind.
I
also somewhere
still, but buy Dishonored, buy Batman Arkham. Although they doesn't. I hope the new Arkham game is. Have you seen the new Arkham game? Like the thing for the new Arkham game? It's not necessarily in the same universe as Arkham, the Arkham games, but it's
what's the name of the game?
I don't know.
Is it the Justice Squad game? Justice League? Kill the Justice League?
No.
Or are you talking about a game that's like Arkham but isn't?
It's like Bat Fam. It's the Bat Family game.
Oh, the other game they announced, Arkham.
Gotham Knights.
I wanted to say that, but that's the name of another free-to-play game they've released. That's actually in the Arkham series. Though no, it's not. The Justice League game is in the Arkham series, but Gotham Knights is not for some reason, even though it directly feeds off the ending of the last Arkham game.
Yeah, but also the reason why it's different is because Arkham Knights is an RPG. It's an action RPG also, and your damage you deal depends on your level, your stats. You can you can use all 3 or 4. I don't know. Batwoman, Batgirl. Oh, the reason why it's on the Arkham series is because Batgirl is an Oracle.
Yeah, that's literally it. And it's a fucking Ludum shooter. Without the shooting. God damn it. I'm looking at your GIF wall and I'm seeing the fucking pizza.
Stop stomping on the pizza. So, anyway.
And don't forget to put your clocks back an hour tonight.
My clocks already do that. They're all connected to. Well, besides, my Switch maybe.
If it's a computer, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. The only thing I have to switch back, and I think I haven't changed it from last time, is my 3DS. But, next time, I don't know what the fuck we'll do.
Smoke weed every day.
I could use some weed right now. But, but next time, it'll be a change of projects if Spy's here. And if Spy's not here, it'll probably be a one-shot thing. Or more Nancy Drew. To torture.
Oh
no. It's not that bad. Is it?
Yes, it is. You don't have to deal with it the way I do. I have to sit there and read things. Ooh, scary.
I have to read things too.
I have been spoken to you. Casual. I'm kidding, obviously.
Shit. Remember, I actually beat a few of these games mostly by myself.
Yeah, you did actually beat the last one mostly by yourself. Oh no, the one before that. The the most recent one was annoying as shit and had constant gaps where I didn't touch this one thing. Where the hell do I have to go?
No, Captain's Curse wasn't that bad. I actually beat that one by myself before. I just didn't want to do. No, the reason why it was more annoying is because the fact that we played it on senior detective mode. Never making that mistake again.
Well, the problem with it was, like I said, that you had to go and read a specific book, go back and talk to someone, go back and find the specific book, different specific book, which was nowhere where you expect it to be, and you could have found it at the beginning of the game, but you didn't because it was hidden behind a plant. And behind the book is a key you needed to activate the next thing, and we had that happen 4 times to us. That is very poor game design.
It's made for little girls.
Yeah, but
like, it's not the worst thing. Like, I like the story. Like, the reason why I liked it was the story. Like, the story was good. Like, it's not like danger, danger, danger of design wasn't terrible gameplay wise. Except for the fact you had to go to the
final boss
and the final boss. It's just the fact that I did not like the whole the 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 main villains I didn't like the main villain in general, her attitude and shit.
Tell me, is bad guy from Danger by Design better or worse than bad guy from the first one we played?
At least at least the first one we played had a kind of frankly, being someone who has divorced parents, I kind of understand where the first one came from.
Yeah.
I don't like my stepdad.
I understand, man. Don't worry about it. I understand.
Uh, I sometimes wished that my mom and my dad would get back together, and that. But like
It's best
later,
not to think about it, man.
no, I realized later in life, like, nope. In fact, they're better off without each other. I don't think I could handle their pitching. Not better off just being at home. So I feel like out of the ones we played, um, um, that again, this is off stream, guys. But out of the ones I played, um, Jane, slight spoiler, but whatever. It's a fucking 10-year-old game. Plus, Jane probably had well, for being a rich kid, still had the um, most understandable motive. I don't get greed. I don't get working for a terrorist. And trying to kill someone, like um all Jane was even trying to kill anybody. Was she was just trying to um
Make
just
her stepmother believe she's going insane.
yeah. And actually, the thing is that you learn that they're actually getting along better, as you can tell by the fact that Jane has her own game website by Danger by Design. Unfortunately, she made the games worse because she used pictures of famous people, and the only awesome picture in there was my boy Pierce Brosnan. He is awesome.
Totally not Pierce Brosnan, you mean?
Totally not Pierce. Oh, by the way, rest in peace, Sean Connery.
Rip Sean Connery. He was also Indiana Jones' dad.
Yep. That's how I knew him at first. Because I watched Indiana Jones movies before I watched James Bond.
He is the original James.
Yeah, he is the original, and I like. Okay, I gotta end stream. But last thing I'm gonna say, every James Bond actor has their strengths and weaknesses.
I don't know if I can say yes or no to that because I've barely watched James Bonds. But from what I can tell, a lot of the Bonds people consider bad are actually very good. People just don't like the movies they're in.
You mean like Pierce Brosnan? Like
Pierce Brosnan was an alright one.
Pierce Brosnan is my favorite.
Timothy Dalton's considered the worst, which is weird. He was only in 2 movies, which I actually watched the rewatch podcast from LRR on just last week on the last one. His weakness was not even himself. No, it wasn't Timothy Dalton.
Roger Moore?
That might be who I'm thinking of.
Roger Moore was the one that everyone is mixed feelings about. But I've never watched a Bond movie that I've hated, really.
George Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service
George
is considered one
Lazenby.
of the weaker ones.
Well, George Lazenby was because they had someone dub over him at times.
And then they had Sean Connery went to the not actually James Bond movie that ran up against Octopussy.
It was a James Bond
And
movie.
Octopussy it was, but it wasn't.
It wasn't made by MGM. It wasn't owned by MGM. It was owned by the maker who made the director who made Thunderball. Because he wanted to relive that golden day of Thunderball, which is one of my favorite James Bond movies. Although my absolute favorite is
I heard that was an absolute mess. The last one Sean Connery showed up in.
Yeah, thing with Sean Connery is that he had a grudge against um the the owners of the owner of Eon and Eon Films. But until like near the end of the owner's last few days, where he died, and like they kind of apparently made up to each other. God, I live in a world. It sucks. I live in a world where 2 of the James Bonds are dead.
Who is considered the weakest Bond then?
I'd say George Lazenby. Lazenby's just like he probably had like if he was in a few more movies like, but his only appearance was not the best.
Which is weird because LOR actually very highly rates on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
The movie's good. It's just that I don't know. Like, people would, the, the weakest films would have probably be, frankly, some of the later, um, uh, um, who was after Connery the second time?
Roger Moore. It went
Roger
Sean
Moore.
Connery, George Lazenby, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig. From what I remember, the Sean Connery series were still roughly in the original stuff, and anything from her on Her Majesty's Secret Service forward is basically just taking elements of James Bond and stitching it together. Although I can't even say that because technically speaking, Doctor No and From Russia with Love were released in that order, but the books were in the opposite. It's dumb.
The book, really the books, are only, used as basis for the movies. Technically, Moonraker was, made 3 times as a film. Thunderball twice.
Yeah.
Moonraker was, well, Moonraker was twice as a film, once as a video game. The Moonraker film, Die Another Day, which I actually like, but I know it's not the strongest film. It just the producers did not think about the right way to get James Bond. And the best James Bond video game, in my opinion, Nightfall, because Nightfall is awesome. Although, yeah, but
Wow. This Reader's Digest actually put on Her Majesty's Secret Service as their number one, followed by Goldfinger, Skyfall, 2012, From Russia with Love, Casino Royale, the Daniel Craig re-release, then the original Thunderball, then The Spy That Loved Me.
That's why I don't buy Reader's Digest.
They put Die Another Day as the worst, and Live and Let Die as the second worst. Welcome back. An AFK spy returns.
Yeah, the thing moved me into AFK, and I don't know why.
You weren't talking on Discord. It does it to me occasionally.
That
It's
that
not.
explains why you guys were so quiet in my ears, because I was only hearing you through the stream. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Live and Let Die.
Well, I know why it happened. It's just like I'm annoyed that it happened.
Live and Let Die was the first.
Blaxploitation one.
Yeah, that was the blaxploitation. But I haven't watched Live and Let Die. Die Another Day. I know it's bad, but I've seen worse. James, I don't know,
It's the last Pierce Brosnan movie, and I do remember it being a bit weak. And honestly, it's really tough to top GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
I cannot wait to see Daniel Craig's version of GoldenEye.
Oh, you mean the GoldenEye video game?
No, Daniel Craig is in a new continuity. Anything after Casino Royale 2006 forward is the new era of James Bond.
I know.
I'm just saying it for general purposes, and because it's very important to realize that it means they're going to be remaking each of the movies. They've already redone Spectre's basically Thunderball. Quantum of Solace is original, and Skyfall is somewhat original. But I remember people saying that they're kind of like old, they take a lot of the parts of the older ones. But GoldenEye is too iconic to not have him do it at some point.
Well, the issue is that they took, like, Spectre took bits and pieces of GoldenEye. Because, I actually know that would be a spoiler.
It needs to have the specific plot points. Like, it really needs the 006 betrays James Bond, becomes a rogue agent, and does his stuff.
So basically, the Wii version of the Wii GoldenEye game.
Except good, yes.
The Wii GoldenEye game is good.
Are you talking about Rogue Agent?
No.
I don't remember the Wii Gold.
It's basically a Call of Duty clone, but it's good. It actually has substance to it. Like,
I remember this is the bad remake of GoldenEye. Like, it's a good game, but it's a bad remake, if that makes sense.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. GoldenEye is not, like, the original GoldenEye game is not a good game. Like, but the issue with the remake is that it's too action oriented, so it's not the GoldenEye as how I remember it. But enough talking about James Bond. I have to end the stream, otherwise I'm going to be talking for another 2 hours, and I need sleep.
We could turn this into a podcast very easily.
Yes, this is basically a podcast, but I actually play games during the middle of it.
I mean, we could talk a bit more if we want to make this a podcast.
We could. Monday stream. Are we actually doing Monday streams? Like,
that's way
we don't have to
for me.
Well, you don't, Spy. You don't have to be here on Monday. I know.
Bring Skid Mark in if he's available.
I was thinking I was trying to. Actually, I was trying to get Furret for Monday's streams. I was Wednesday and Saturday streams were I'm thinking about keeping about us three, the main cast. What do we cast? And
there's one problem though. You cannot make Furret one of your co-comps. His name does not begin with an S.
I never.
The S Squad reigns supreme. Get it? Supreme. It starts. I'm lonely.
No, but me and Furret actually share our first name.
Oh. Okay, Furret Shadow Zero.
No. I don't want to say my first name until I'm off stream. So, although everyone probably knows who it is, but until next time. Fare thee well. See you all later. Bye bye.
Later.
Fare thee well.